Hello, everyone watching this. It's been a while since I made a video. I really enjoyed my Christmas break. I went to Quebec City with my family, and it was very beautiful. Very good time. I've been eating lots of food and got a little fat, but it's okay because we're trying to bulk. Um, excuse me. I I apologize for my appearance. I'm supposed to be going to sleep because I got school tomorrow. And I was just talking to one of my good buddies um, in bed, reminiscing on high school a little bit. And I never got to do a 2026 goals video. Um, Not that I want to be too public with my goals, but more so like the mindset that I want to bring going into the new year. So anyway, um, we were just shooting the shit, talking about high school, and I was kind of reminiscing about my past experience, about my high school experience, and how I was bullied and anxious and constantly miserable, and that that changed the trajectory of my life as a teenager. It was not fun, but it got me thinking. Because back when I was 16, 17, I was really scared to just do about anything, any little mannerism. I apologize. This is gonna be a rant video. I don't expect people to really watch it. I just wanted to kind of get back in the habit of making videos and rant a little bit. Um, but I was scared of judgment. Any little cough, any little movement. If I had to speak up in class, like God forbid, I raise my hand and engage. I couldn't do it. I used to um all my friends have heard about this. I used to make myself sick so that I could go back home and play video games. Not only because I was obsessed with Destiny, but because I hated school and I did not like the people around me, and it was toxic and horrible. And anyway, so as I get older, I realize that the opinions of others in the grand scheme of things really don't fucking matter. That's why I started this YouTube channel in the first place. I'd always had a passion for, well, it was both talking and just to help my trading journey and like, you know, record it. But I always wanted to start a YouTube channel, and even just the idea of posting content for only me and maybe select few people to see was still really nerve-wracking. Um and that's not who I am. I'm not I used to have very bad social anxiety, and I like to say that I got rid of it completely. Um, but you know, I'd wanted to do YouTube and content creation for a while. I mean, I'd been obsessed with like art, tattoos, fashion, and expressing yourself because back in high school, that's how I um not only tried to impress people. I was a bit of a people pleaser, but it's how I expressed myself was through my clothing, and I love self-expression. I love being myself. I love talking, yada yada. So, when I wanted to finally start a YouTube channel, I'd even hesitated to do it. And like just the idea of making a little YouTube video just became so daunting. And to tie all of this in, like I say, as I get older, I realize how not little people's opinions matter, because those that you love and care about, their opinions will matter, right? But it's the people that, you know, don't associate with you, don't fuck with you, and the general public, like what they think of you, because we're just we're conditioned through social media to, I'm not putting a tinfoil hat on, but like to think that people think the worst of us right off the bat, right? And it's especially hard when um you're naturally sensitive and uh kind of just want to be liked. Like, I not saying that I like that now. I'm like that now, but anyway. So going into 2026, I'm realizing how important it is. I mean, I've been on quite the growth journey myself, but to to just to be yourself, it's like it's so cliche, but when you do things for yourself, everything just gets better. And it sounds so silly, but like I just I used to think that I had to be some fucking alpha male when it came to trading, and I had to do like hard shit. And like if I didn't do hard shit, then I was like a pussy and I wouldn't make it. And as I got older, I realized um that being present is a lot more important than trying to force a facade upon yourself. So of course it's so important to be disciplined and maintain your habits, right? That's a non-negotiable. Negotiable. It's a lot more important to be present and feel your emotions. And and the reason I say this is because over Christmas break I did a lot of rotting, a lot of brain rotting. You know, it's so easy to be hard on yourself and be like, "Oh, you're a fat fucking chud." You know, why are you brain rotting? You're on Christmas break. You should be back testing or something. And it's so nice to be able to actually not excuse that action, but to just love yourself enough that you don't need any major disciplinary action. And so the reason I'm bringing all of this up is because in order to conquer 2026, it's my game plan at least is to do things out of love and gratitude. And I know it sounds so corny, but um back back when I started trading and I was doing a half-ass job, and I wasn't really getting anywhere with my journey. I mean, I wasted the first couple of years. That's why I'm still doing this shit. I'm still not profitable. Anyway, I used to be in such a mindset that things like writing and journaling were a pain in the butt. Like I did not like doing them. And now it's a matter of I'm grateful I get to journal, and that again sounds so cliche, but um when you just stop caring about, like I said, I thought I had to be some alpha David Goggins, yeah, David Goggins type person, and I had to do all of these things, and because I put this pressure on myself, I didn't really enjoy it. But when I realized that, when I actually pick up a pen and paper and write my thoughts, or I sit in front of the YouTube channel, my MacBook, sorry, to record a video for like my 11 subscribers now, that just coming here and speaking my thoughts out, and like that's the shit. That's where the growth comes from for me, and that's where true like um contentment comes from. And uh I mean, I spent Christmas break doing some reflecting because I love fucking reflecting. It's all I talk about. Um and Q4 I was going through some shit, and I'm just fucking man, I love going through shit. I love getting my shit kicked in. It's the fucking best because you just know you're gonna come out the other side a stronger person. So while be easy to look at myself and be like, oh, you've been the crypto space for like 4 years, and like or you've been trading futures for 2 years. Where's the money? Where's the fucking profitability? Where's the clout and everything, right? It doesn't do me any good. Like yes, I put pressure on myself, and I still struggle with like not feeling like I'm doing enough. But what? We just going to say, um, I lost my train of thought. Gratitude, yada yada. Um, like when I started to realize that it was truly a privilege to be able to work hard and chase your dreams. I worked a shitty job for a couple years while I traded crypto, and I got into futures, and I wasn't forced to pick up like a bigger job that had more responsibility. Um, because I had a lot of people supporting me too, and I started to realize that it was such a privilege to be able to have as much time as I do. And so when I do sit around and I'm scrolling reels or I'm laughing at some stupid shit, um, I tend to forget that it's in the moments like this where I jump out of bed at quarter after 11 to record a video when I should be sleeping, that I will get a lot more fulfillment from this, even if no one watches it, than I would, the 15 minutes I would have spent scrolling that took me to make this video. So, going into 2026, my plan is to continue to live in this present grateful state, and and be a creative, really. And it sounds so corny, but I think this whole like grind mentality is played out. And sure, you can call my bluff since I haven't quote unquote made it yet, but I think that being a little whimsy and having a lot more fun in the present moment, and like I said, bring that gratitude to your work is truly the key to everything. And like I said, you can call my bluff and you can point your finger at me. I've been doing this a long time and I'm still not where I want to be. But at the end of the day, if I still had all of this pressure on me and I was still working, like when I say that I feel like I don't do enough, where I'm tired of like this, not hustle culture, but if you're a trader, you know what I'm talking about, right? Where you gotta fucking back test 12 hours a day and do all this shit. And I could be, that's that's not to say that I don't do a lot of that, right? Like I spend majority of my time thinking about trading, working on trading, whether it's back testing, journaling, yada yada, right? I think having the mindset of just enjoying my youth and the hardships and the good parts, and it's just I mean it's all common knowledge, right? But sometimes it's easy to forget what truly being present really is like being. Like I said, I was talking to my friend, but in between waiting for him to text back, I was uh Instagram Reels, TikTok. They're not TikTok, sorry, I don't have TikTok. I haven't had TikTok. Uh Instagram Reels, and Twitter, Facebook Marketplace. Like that fucking cycle, man, it's just brutal. It's like I said, just coming and making a video, like it's just so much more beneficial, and that's that creative force, that's that being present in the moment, just being like I'm gonna go to bed so much more content that I made this silly little video for 3 people to watch than I would have if I spent 10 more minutes watching brain rot fucking Franklin's coming back to defend his house Instagram reels, right? Or like just AI slop on fucking Twitter, or someone calling me a fucking chud for not doing whatever. You get what I'm saying? So my 2026 plan is to continue what I'm fucking doing and love it, and be the best person I can be. That's why I love clothing so much, because while I don't like go and put 200% effort into what I'm gonna wear that day, I wear what I like and I feel good in it, and I don't worry about what other people are gonna think about me. Like, it just feels natural. And when I'm in that natural state, everything feels so much more content than if I actually had that pressure on myself. So in 2026, it's a matter of being grateful and being present, because I know that when I put that phone down and I write, it is it is giving my attention back to me. It's I mean, fuck, I can't recall like the last 10 things I saw on Instagram, right? But like these words that I'm forcing myself to put onto paper, right? Whether it's bad or good or bullshit, or fucking my writing looks like ass, I'm still putting it out there, and I'm still expressing myself. I'm still getting my energy out there, and then that's going to continue to build towards my character. So, um like in terms of the markets, I mean, there's not really a whole lot more I can do. I looked back at my data over the break, and I mean, if you've been keeping up with the videos, you know that I've been trading a lot of evals, and if I didn't trade so much on the evaluations and actually took a chance on myself, I would have been up like 14 RR. Accumulative October was still red. Whatever. I did really good in Q4, and I had some problems, and I documented them, and I fixed them, and I did it in a way I was passionate about by actually starting my YouTube channel. And my friends are telling me they got like my notif. I love this. I don't know, and so I'm learning these lessons, and I'm doing it in a passionate, present way, and that's my plan. I'm gonna continue to um wear my silly little outfits, take care of myself, lift hard as fuck in the gym and get bigger, um, make friends, be the best son I can be the best friend I can be, best listener. Um, and so with trading, I'm gonna go to school, and I'm still gonna have my morning routine, or try to make a new one because my classes are all fucked. And I'm just gonna run this shit up. I'm recording, right? Okay, that scared me. It, it's so easy to look back and envy people that didn't have to go through your circumstances. And the reason I bring this up is because, again, I was talking to my friend about some shit that happened, you know, and he, I'm not gonna put a name out there, right? But it's just like, losing time to something and seeing it as wasted, right? Like, it'd be so easy to be hateful and envious and jealous, and it doesn't do you any good long term. So, like I said, I wasted the first 2 years of my trading. Like, I used to, or still kind of feel like I should be a lot further ahead. I mean, fuck, most of my friends that I started trading with are fucking some of the most fantastic, successful people I know. And I'm proud to be there, like when they kind of started, right? And so I'm still down here, right? But because of all that shit I went through and wasting my time, I'm actually here experiencing my passion for talking to a microphone, starting a YouTube channel. I've been posting on Instagram, which I never had the balls to do before, and now it's like second nature. Who knows? I might go post some shit on like Instagram Reels or TikTok. It could blow up, and then before I know it, I'm like, oh my god, a month later and I got like a huge audience, or I'm in a different position, right? So I think it's gonna do it for now because I gotta get to bed. Um, I don't really expect anyone to watch this through fully, but I am still going to hold myself accountable and post it. For better or for worse, I enjoyed talking. And like I said, I'm gonna go to bed happier now. Um, so if you did make it to the end, thank you so much for being there and being my friend. Unless you're like the two or three people that I. No, you're still a friend. I take that back. Um, that's all for now. I didn't take a trade today. Bad conditions. I wanted shorts on Nasdaq, and I almost got my booty touched. So we got NFP Friday. Lots of red folder. So expect some sort of outlook or trade recap. Anyway, good night.